Hello and welcome back to this channel. If you are interested in how to build great melodies, this technique will help you to find the rhythm and come up with ideas where to place the notes. But if you haven't watched my first video of the series on music theory, scales and chords, you should watch that first. I put a link up here. On this channel you find simple and effective Psytrance tutorials, so if you haven't subscribed already, then please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. So as we have chosen our scale, we will now tap in our melody here. I already prepared our scale in 3 octaves, but we will just play the rhythm of our melody. Maybe you got something in your head, then it's even better to start. If not, I would just freely flow. This Ableton push is really cool because you can just jam and then you can recover the melody. You don't have to record all the time. If you don't have a device like this, then just put it on loop and record with overdub. We will duplicate our notes because we want to have that trancey vibe where we kind of like repeat the melody a lot, but we will make it a bit more complex. Okay, I think it's a good starting point for our melody, and we will now try several approaches in building our melody from this rhythm. So first we make a copy of it, then we will put our scale into it. Can put it here to the left and it won't play. And the first approach is basically just by feeling, I would say. So I would this time just start on the root note and try to make some kind of progression, a very simple one where we go up or down and then come back to the root and then again. But this time we go maybe a little bit more, and then in the end we do something more crazy, which then will resolve in our root again. I think there's something missing here, and this will then also bring our pattern differently. Maybe choose another patch. Maybe space it a little bit more out. I think this could have a little bit more tension to create more, yeah, more of a interesting vibe. And also it feels a bit loud. Let's also bring this a little bit more to the right level. Yeah, something like that could work. Let's create a few more variations. In this approach, we will use chords. So let's copy our scale here. And this time we will use chords in order to make a feeling. As mentioned in the part in basic music theory, chords have a different feeling, and if we arpeggiate them, they kind of like carry that feeling along. In my opinion, it depends a bit on how you arpeggiate them. But let's, for example, work with this diminished chord, D, F, and G sharp. So let's take it, D, F, and G sharp. I will mute those. They're just here for the sake of having it visual. So we start here, and our arpeggio is pretty simple. We just move up, and then we move down again. And because we have enough notes, everything works out fine. I think this one is not so nice here. And then we can bring in some new notes to make it a little bit more complex, and I would just try around. Usually you have notes which are one step apart from each other. That creates a lot of tension in my opinion, so we just move along from here. And then we can also play with the length of the notes. We could also try to experiment a little bit with glide. Yeah, I think it anyways has glide. I think glide is also a cool element which adds tranciness to your melodies. And yeah, I always look for having kind of like also like a motive where you have certain certain elements like this going up and up, up and up. Maybe we can even repeat that here. Yeah, I think that's already a cool melody. So let's move on and try the same technique with a different one. And this time we use the same diminished chord, but this time we will use a different arpeggio. So let's look how that sounds. D, F, and G sharp. And this time we may go not up, but we go down, and then we go up, and then we look what effect this gives us. You need to be, I think, a little bit careful if we build a melody where we don't have the root note in, because that may change the feeling of the track, that we don't have this tonal center there. I don't think that's so cool like the other one. Maybe we come up with a different arpeggio. Or transpose it. I think that sounds a bit cheesy here, so I would go and differ this a bit. This one could go a little bit earlier. As you see, we deviate a lot from our basic pattern, but it's no problem. I mean, once you came up with something, I think the ideas flow a bit better. Yeah, I think that's also something which is cool. Obviously, it's not that you can make a track in like 15 minutes, which has like a super crazy hook in it. So that's basically the essence of it, like experimenting a lot, getting into different melodies, and also this is just a single melody. You may want to create a counter melody on top of it, or something which plays a little bit more along with it and gives it a little bit more interesting vibe. So let's listen into our 3 melodies we have. So this is the first one, this is second one. I think those two even can be like combined into some kind of like progression thing. Maybe you can do this like this. Like repeat this one 3 times and then come up with this one. Now, obviously, this would need some more tweaking to get a nicer flow from here to here, but I think it can work out. So maybe if we build some bridge over here somewhere, or maybe something like this maybe, or creating a lot of tension and going back here. Something like this. So that's basically the part on creating melodies out of a basic rhythm. Up here I put you 2 links. One link is to the playlist of this series where you find all the videos about melodies. And the other link is on my video about mixing Psytrance, which helps you to bring your melody in a better place in the mix. If you have any questions about this video or any suggestions or topics you want to know more about, then please let me know in the comments. And if you liked that video, then please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel.